Hi. It seemed like just yesterday when I received a phone call from Belle telling me that she was getting married. The first thought I had in my head was, what? Wow, your life is over. But I realized that it's not that her life was over, but rather it has just begun. This is my first wedding, and I'm so happy to be here. I'm even more honored to be here as your maid of honor, Belle. And I'm more than happy to be here for someone who has always been there for me. When I first met Belle 7 years ago, we were in an intense game of jits, or if you'd like to call it foosball or table soccer. She had her jit stance and her jit face on, which wasn't very friendly at all. And quite honestly, I lost track of how many quarters I had to put down before I actually beat you. So after kicking my ass in jits and stealing all my money, the next thing you know, a few days later, we're partners in crime, rocking everyone in the game. From then on, I was glad I would never have to spend a single quarter. I was also glad that I had found someone who is the complete opposite of me, and as opposite as two people could ever be. Belle is loud. I am quiet. Belle is extremely outgoing. I'm a little on the shy side. Belle is prone to creating problems. I am the problem solver. And if Belle and I were in a relationship, she'd definitely be wearing the pants in our relationship. No matter how different we are, I'd like to think somehow we balance each other out in a weird but functional way, almost as if we completed one another. In the end, we've come to describe ourselves as ketchup and mustard. Nonetheless, the Belle I had met 7 years ago is not the Belle we know today. Belle and I have been on this crazy adventure beyond any words that I can ever explain in our lives. Despite the fact that for a majority of the time she's lived a driving distance I refuse to drive, we've always managed to be a part of each other's lives. From the time that I've known her, she has taken a complete 180 degrees turn, blossoming from one of my girlfriends to a woman, now a wife, soon to be mom, and most of all, my best friend. In fact, there are so many people who are here because they are Belle's best friend. And that's because she surrounds herself with the very best of people. So I know that, Rob, if she's marrying you now, that you are definitely best friend material. This is tough. So from her very old best friend to her new best friend, I want to give you a little piece of advice for the proper care and handling of Miss Christabel Tan. Number 1, Belle loves food. You may know this already, Rob, and you're at an advantage because I know you can cook. So if you see Belle rummaging through cupboards, opening and closing the fridge furiously, it only means 2 things. Number 1, Belle is hungry. 2, feed Belle now. For your information, there is an immediate solution to this in such a circumstance, and that's the one and only Malaysian spicy fried rice. I swear it will only lose you $9.99, Rob, but it is the true remedy to end Belle hunger. And P.S., it's the Oreo McFlurry, not the mint Aero McFlurry. I don't ever want to receive another phone call from Belle complaining about McFlurry flavor and that she did not get the one that she wanted. Number 2, Belle will often get upset or mad at the littlest things, stupid things included. When Belle is mad, there's no amount of Oreo McFlurries to make her happy. She just needs time to cool off, and at the right time, there are a few magical words that will come in handy. Yes, sorry, you're right, everything will be okay, and I love you. Last but not least, the final thing you should know is Belle is Belle. She's a bag full of surprises, good and bad. You need to accept the Belle lifestyle. It's very scary, very crazy, and very unpredictable. It means taking risks and trying new things all the time. Be prepared for the worst, for Belle can unleash her true identity, not as Belle, but as the Beast. If you can't handle Belle at her worst, you definitely do not deserve her at her best, because ultimately, she's an amazing, amazing person. And Rob, you are just as lucky as I am to have someone like Belle in your life. So I know if you fulfill these 3 very things, The payoff will be out of this world. You will laugh together like till you can't breathe, cry together endless tears of joy, love each other with your whole heart, and live the most extraordinary life together. Belle, I hope that one day you will be standing in my position, thinking of what I'm thinking now, which is that there's no one story or no one speech that you can ever write that can ever possibly explain how happy I am for the day that we all dream of as a little girl to finally come true. For the millionth time, and many more ahead, I'd like to make a toast. Congratulations, Belle and Rob. I love you both. I'm certain that Belle Jr. will grow up to be as wonderful as her mother, especially under the care of her future godmother. That is me. Cheers. And enjoy the rest of your evening.